Actually, the witness was right here.
But that's where the
Wrong judge.
Counter, eh? That's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order! Order! Miss Fay, what on earth?
Your Honour, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there would be no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it would only have been before the defendant met the victim.
Oh, asinine. Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same that killed her, Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life.
Itchy eye. Itchy eye. Ah.
Then who exactly is the victim in the photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then my client has spent 5 odd years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't exactly remember what she looked like anymore.
You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it right here. This piece of evidence will blow the case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Wear white scarf for identification. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested she wear this scarf to identify herself. That already been proven in the note left by the victim. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No!
Where is Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious Melissa Foster did this. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Isn't it obvious? She's the real culprit.
Ah. Well, we have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again, eh? Until then, the court's in recess. The defense and the prosecution will both wait until their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honour.
Understood. Very well, this court is in recess.
Mr. Full.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
I want to say thanks. You're really good. You hooked me up.
Thanks, we're almost there. Once I prove she committed the crime.
Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle you've got to get past.
Obstacle?
Yeah, motive. Why'd Melissa Foster kill the policewoman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information. Right.
What we need the most is info about Melissa Foster herself. We all know she's a student studying literature. And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie.
Mr. Fawkes, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for the last 5 years.
Ah, sorry buddy, but you sound like the one who could fall apart any minute.
It's true, I did kidnap her 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Your girlfriend, huh?
Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne?
Victim's last name.
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
What? Are you serious? The girl, let her go.
Shut up. Come closer when I kill her.
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but...
Yeah, hang on a second. "19, 5 years ago. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 years. And you're how old? 4, 25, 23, 22, 21, 20. You were 20, she was 14. No, you deserve to fucking burn. You fucking freak.
If it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Wrong. No protect sister. Valerie betray me. Betray us.
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything. All lies. Make believe. Kidnapping too.
Make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia, girlfriend, my love, my teenager.
Do you actually see my teen angel? You've seen one too many soap operas.
I'd do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that your kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me, Dahlia, and Valerie too.
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family rich, jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note, sent to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him to make exchange on Dusky Bridge. Tell him Valerie made transfer because she knew detective.
Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million three ways, huh?
Yeah, but woman. That woman, Valerie, she'd do it for real. She shoot me for real. Me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jump in river.
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over.
And that's when they decide to give you the death sentence.
I couldn't believe it. Woman, she betrayed me.
You're a 20-year-old trying to date a 14-year-old. I don't fucking blame her.
That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the warring river 40 feet below.
These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why'd she lie? That's all I want to know.
So that's why you call her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why do you lie? Why do you betray me? I want to hear answer come from her mouth is all.
So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Fawkes, where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
Really, I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
That day on bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone. With Dahlia. Gone forever. And to Eagle River.
Disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute.
You can come back now. We're ready to go.
Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her. My sweet Dahlia.
They never found her.
Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia. Teen angel.
Your teen angel. How old was she anyway?
Just 14.
14? I guess you were rubbing cradles before diamonds.
She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth $2 million. Man, oh man, angels these days.
Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really?
It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet.
The training wheels have come off now, Mia. You gotta strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it.
Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls, eh? Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're really a brave young lady.
Not this again.
I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try and pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. What possible reason could a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer.
Her motive, huh? I think that's what I have to establish next.
Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Yes, of course. I think.
Ah, you're still acting as tame as a kitten, kitten.
Mr. Armando?
Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. There's that line. Smiling on the outside where your guts are twisted in knots, the mark of a pro.
Maybe so, but I wish you'd quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me? May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see, you're such an honest and upstanding young lady.
It looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up.
Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say, eh?
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I'd never even been to Eagle Mountain before. I certainly didn't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl? I think the defendant's just a terrible, horrible monster.
Out the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed.
You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow I have to tie her into this case. So what country were you living in? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed.
It was a brutal civil war. She had to try and make her way back home alone.
I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do? Should I press it for details? Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in?
Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case.
I lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne.
Yes, I think we've established that point. Indeed, eh? Well then, shall we have what you just stated to your official testimony?
Yes, please, Mr. Judge. You didn't know either person. Are you certain of that? Yeah, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people.
Oh well, that can't be helped.
Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of their mouth?
The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct?
Yes, it really was a coincidence. Until I entered college, I'd never even been to Eagle Mountain before. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, that sort of thing. You don't look much like a hiker to me, but I bet you do.
Words.
You don't look much like a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain's a 2-hour drive from here and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark desert of beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college?
The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is that she's a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Miss Fair, you're treading on thin ice here.
I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. Perhaps, but your behaviour that day is very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's...
Unfortunately, Miss Fair, your last statement proves nothing.
Oh really? Why's that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at the time, an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake.
That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book.
That's not fair. That wicked inmate, I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death?
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such a deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
My client has always maintained he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot about the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. She's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right, that's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I'd been wearing his white scarf that day, he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true, he's clearly a bitter man.
This is bad. Mr. Ford's reputation keeps getting worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with the last statement? Your Honour, what the witness just said in this now is tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. The testimony only helps to further prove that point.
No, that's not why I...
Enough. Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge. What do you mean by lucky? Well, it's February now. Everyone was wearing scarves. If I had accidentally done want a white scarf like you saying,
Then you yourself might have been killed. That would have been a terrible loss for this world.
Looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten.
Mr. Romano?
Keep looking around you and you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
You knew about that incident? Weren't you out of the country until the year before last? Well, I saw a report about an escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history.
So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yeah. I can't let her get away with these lies.
Listen to me. She's neck deep in the whole thing. Somehow, you're just gonna have to get her to show the court her true self. I have a feeling that this won't work. Because we know for a fact she's Dahlia, but the characters don't. Yeah, I didn't think that would be it. God, I'm stumped with this one too. I mean, if we're going with a narrative that this is her, then she is wearing a white scarf. So, is this it? Fuck me! Oh man, I really hate to, but I think I've got to look at the solution for this one too.
Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification.
Oh, you're talking about this scarf right here, eh?
Yeah, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. Oh, because it's not perfectly white, is it? No, okay. Gotta now, just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
White?
This scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. It certainly doesn't look white to me.
Well, it was foggy that day and it was raining as well. It's not surprising she mistook it for white.
Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf.
Yes, but what's the significance? It's true the scarf doesn't look white, but...
There's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white was... What the fuck? It's gotta be this, right? It's gotta be. Witness, have you ever seen this note? No, no, never.
It's top secret evidence, there's no reason you would have.
I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Fall's instructing to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification.
White scarf? Oh!
Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster? No!
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person?
That's right, a person no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was Dahlia Hawthorne. That person is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time. There's her name right there.
What's this? So who's this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne? Oh, Miss Fay must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
Ah, funny, because she's a spirit medium too.
Dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean? Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls.
You said she was killed, but was she really?
What are you implying?
Of course, people thought she died 5 years ago when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her body was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
But the fact remains her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she was still alive, she'd be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are.
Even you couldn't. Miss Fay, you're not saying.
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Ah, nice work. Like tossing a grenade into a three-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now's my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm.
Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it would come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yeah, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far.
You don't mean?
Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conducted full background checks on all witnesses.
What did he say?
Looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way, but then why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade.
Let me introduce you. The victim's youngest sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
But I thought she died 5 years ago, eh?
We thought so as well, but as you can see...
Why? Why'd she hide her identity for 5 years?
That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder.
Really, Miss Fay, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost.
How dare you?
Please, let's just take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Fay must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What?
I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Fay, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would the witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me.
I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim.
But that wasn't me, that was this guy, this crazy coffee addict.
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man.
What makes you think they're empty, boy? He's not that fucking old. I'm older. He's not even 30 yet.
Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
I am sweating bullets.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No, you just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me?
Oh, the rashness of youth, how charming.
It's coming from someone younger than me.
No, let's not waste any more time, Miss Fay. What motive would the witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? What is this? Is this the defence's idea of a joke? If so, I don't see the punchline. Well, Miss Fay.
Oh, that was the rashness of youth. What the fuck do you mean that's wrong? Jesus fucking Christ!
That witness stayed hidden for 5 years, kitten. There must be a good reason for that. And somehow it must involve Valerie Hawthorne.
Okay, one more time, Mia. You've got to read the court record more carefully this time.
Let's not waste any more time, Miss Fay.
If it's not for the fucking ring, then what for? Key witness in the case? Oh, Christ all fucking mighty! Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Okay. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth.
The whole truth, eh?
There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. The reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently.
A terrific story, Miss Fay, if you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Fay. What was this secret that was so important? Where's your evidence?
Now I've got to save scum like a motherfucker because I'm only on one fucking bar.
Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all.
Yes, I know the secret. Your Honour, the defence would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it would explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Very well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it would be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf?
Oh, you sick fuck. I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles.